Hey fam, it's Blanca La Fina, your world empress, and today we're talking about the Empress Tarot card. The Empress is number 3 of the major arcana. This card is associated with nurturing, creativity, and the embodiment of feminine energy and abundance. The Empress is dressed in a pomegranate patterned robe, sitting on a throne surrounded by nature, a goddess-like presentation of the woman, that all tie back to the symbolism of fertility and the Earth Mother archetype. Her blonde hair crowned with 12 six-pointed stars further emphasizes her divine connection, suggesting that she not only rules over the earthly realm, but also has access to spiritual wisdom and guidance from the celestial realm. Her seated position, comfortable and serene on cushions with the Venus symbol, aligns her with energy of Venus, the planet associated with love, beauty, and fertility. She is the consort to the Emperor, which balances the energies between male and female. The lush forest and flowing river surround her as a symbol of her abundance. In readings, the Empress can bring a sense of peace and nurturing energy, inviting you to embrace growth, creativity, and abundance in your life. She also calls for a deeper connection to nature and the cycles of life, reminding you to honor the natural rhythms around you. The Empress card radiates a sense of deep connection to femininity, creativity, and nurturing. It serves as a reminder to embrace your own sensuality and beauty, encouraging self-care and self-love, whether in the literal sense of pregnancy or in the symbolic sense of birthing new ideas and projects. The Empress invites you to cultivate growth both within and around you. This card suggests a time of fertilities in all areas of life, not just in terms of physical creation, but in the flourishing of creative projects, relationships, and opportunities. If you're working on something new or contemplating a new venture, the Empress assures you that you will be successful and well supported, provided you nurture it with patience and care. Moreover, this card emphasizes the importance of nurturing yourself and others, taking time to connect with your own sense of well-being, and giving back to the world through acts of care and love. It's also a wonderful prompt to spend time in nature, as the earth is a reflection of the Empress energy, providing, supporting, and enriching life. If you're feeling disconnected from your femininity or creativity, the Empress gently calls you to embrace those qualities and let them guide you toward fulfillment and joy. The Empress reversed can signify a shift in energy, where the nurturing and caring aspects associated with this card have gone too far or become imbalanced. When the Empress is reversed, it suggests that you may be losing yourself by overly focusing on the needs of others at the expense of your own well-being. While caring for others is important, this card warns against neglecting your own needs in the process. You might be overextending yourself, smothering others with attention, or sacrificing your own desires and needs to maintain harmony or to avoid conflict. In its reverse state, the Empress could also point to a situation where you're relying too heavily on others to make decisions for you or to care for you, rather than standing in your own power. This may reflect a lack of confidence or a sense of dependency. If this is the case, it's a sign to reconnect with your own strength and willpower. The reversed Empress calls you to take responsibility of your own actions, regain your autonomy, and work on self-care. This card asks you to find balance, care for others, but not to the expense of losing yourself in the process. You need to reestablish a sense of self-love, self-worth, and independence to avoid becoming lost in the expectations and needs of those around you. It's a reminder that true nurturing begins with nurturing yourself first. In a love reading, the Empress is a beautiful and positive card, symbolizing deep nurturing, love, and abundance. When this card appears, it often suggests a relationship filled with care, comfort, and stability. The person represented by the Empress in a love context is typically someone who is warm, affectionate, and generous, offering love and support in a grounded and steady way. This card is associated with emotional fulfillment and the joy that comes from loving, supportive connection. The Empress also points to a stable, committed relationship where both partners nurture and care for each other. It speaks of love that is not just based on attraction, but is rooted in mutual respect, security, and the desire to build a future together. If you are in a relationship, the Empress might indicate that things are progressing towards something long-term, such as marriage, starting a family, or deepening your emotional connection. In a more practical sense, the Empress can also signal that love and work are coming together. This could manifest as a romantic connection with a coworker or even a new business venture with someone you feel close to, where both professional and personal aspects align harmoniously. The card's association with fertility and motherhood can sometimes be a direct indication of pregnancy or the desire to start a family. However, even if this isn't about literal pregnancy, it can still point to the birth of something new in your love life, whether it's a deeper connection, a shared dream, or a new chapter in your relationship. The Empress is an energy of growth, nurturing, and positive development. So whatever the situation, this card brings blessings and abundance. The reversed Empress in a love reading can signal a number of challenges, often related to imbalance in the dynamics of a relationship. If you're in a partnership, this card may suggest that one person is becoming too controlling, smothering, or overbearing, often with good intentions but without realizing the negative impact. The desire to care and nurture can sometimes go overboard, leading to stifling behavior that leaves that other partner feeling overwhelmed or suffocated. On the flip side, the Empress reverse can also indicate that someone is having trouble expressing their emotions. A partner might be emotionally distant or unable to show affection, creating a sense of disconnection or insecurity in the relationship. If this resonates, it could be a sign that there is a need for better communication or for creating a space where both partners feel comfortable expressing their true feelings. In some cases, the Empress reversed highlights a lack of self-worth or self-love, which can significantly affect relationships. If you're struggling with feelings of inadequacy or not feeling worthy of love, it can be difficult to maintain a healthy relationship. Building your self-esteem and nurturing yourself first is essential to fostering a love that feels fulfilling and secure. If you're already in a relationship, the reversed Empress can be a reminder to take time to reconnect and nurture the bond you share. Perhaps you've been focusing too much on other things, or the relationship has become routine. Taking time to care for each other, whether it's through small gestures like a thoughtful date or spending quality time together, can help rebuild that sense of closeness and affection. Ultimately, the reversed Empress asks you to nurture not only your relationship but also your own sense of self-worth, ensuring that love can flow freely, both within yourself and with others. The Empress in a career and financial reading brings an energy of growth, creativity, and abundance. If you've been feeling more creative or inspired than usual, this card is a powerful sign that your career is on the up and up. You're likely putting your ideas into action with more passion and confidence, and your projects are thriving as a result. The Empress encourages you to continue channeling this energy into your work, as it will lead to fruitful outcomes. This card also suggests that you're in a position where you feel generous and nurturing, not just toward others, but in terms of your environment as well. Whether it's being supportive of coworkers, offering advice, or improving your physical workspace to make it more welcoming, the Empress indicates that you're creating an atmosphere that fosters harmony and success. Taking steps to make your work environment more comfortable and conducive to your best work can provide you with even more momentum in your career. Additionally, the Empress points to abundance, both creatively and materially. Your financial situation may be stable or improving, and you may feel inclined to share your prosperity with others, whether through offering help to a loved one or making charitable donations. This card suggests that now is a good time to give back and share the abundance you've cultivated. If you're working with others, it could also indicate the presence of a person in your workplace who embodies these nurturing, creative, and generous qualities. Someone who is supportive, encouraging, and helping to create a positive atmosphere. The Empress invites you to continue cultivating this abundant energy in both your professional and personal life, knowing that it will lead to even greater success and fulfillment. When the Empress appears in reverse in a career and financial reading, it could point to a sense of stagnation or dissatisfaction in your work life. You might be feeling like your career is stuck in a rut. Your tasks might have become repetitive, and you might not feel challenged or inspired anymore. The excitement and passion you once had may seem to have faded, leaving you feeling unfulfilled. If you're in a position where you've mastered your tasks, but you have little room for growth, it's natural to feel frustrated and demotivated. Another common issue with the reversed Empress in a career context is a sense of being unappreciated. Despite your hard work, it might feel like others aren't recognizing or valuing your contributions, which only adds to the sense of dissatisfaction. If this resonates, it may be time to evaluate whether the issue is an external one, perhaps requiring a change of job or a new environment, or if it's something internal like a need to work on your own confidence or assertiveness in the workplace. The Empress reverse can also bring up feelings of insecurity, which might be affecting your career progress. This insecurity could stem from past experiences or a lack of belief in your abilities, and it's crucial to address this head on. Building your self-esteem, focusing on professional development, and finding ways to express your ideas more confidently can help overcome this obstacle. Even though the Empress reversed might indicate some internal struggles or dissatisfaction in your work life, it's important to note that financial stability still remains in your grasp. There may be enough resources to maintain a comfortable lifestyle, but the reverse card suggests that despite this, you might still feel an underlying sense of instability. This could be tied to past experiences, particularly if you've dealt with financial insecurity in the past or worked as a freelancer or self-employed. In either case, it may be time to reflect on your mindset around money and financial security. It's important to identify where these feelings of instability stem from and take steps to address them. In the meantime, continue managing your finances responsibly. Although your career might not be where you want it to be right now, the Empress reversed encourages you to focus on improving your internal confidence and sense of security. Doing so will help you make the necessary changes, whether that means switching jobs or adjusting your mindset to find greater fulfillment and stability in your work life. The Empress in a health reading is indeed a powerful card when it comes to pregnancy, often signaling fertility, growth, and the potential for new beginnings in both literal and metaphorical senses. If you're actively trying to conceive, the Empress is a positive omen indicating that this could be time for success in your efforts to get pregnant. It represents the nurturing energy that supports creation, both in terms of life and ideas. However, if pregnancy is not part of your plans and you're capable of conceiving, the Empress can serve as a reminder to be cautious and take necessary precautions to avoid an unintended pregnancy. It's a gentle warning to assure you're being mindful of your reproductive health and well-being. If pregnancy isn't relevant to your situation, the Empress still carries an important message for your health. In this case, it encourages you to nurture yourself more and pay attention to your body's needs. Perhaps you've been neglecting self-care or pushing yourself too hard. And this card is urging you to slow down, recharge, and listen to your body's signals. Make sure to prioritize rest, relaxation, and activities that replenish your energy. Taking time to care for your physical and emotional well-being will help maintain balance and vitality. The Empress, in a reverse health reading, emphasizes the importance of caring for your physical and emotional well-being in a balanced, nurturing way. It suggests that your emotional state may be having an impact on your physical health. Emotional conflicts, stress, or unresolved issues can manifest in unhealthy behaviors like lethargy, apathy, overeating, or other forms of self-neglect. The Empress encourages you to nurture your body as much as your mind by engaging in activities that promote self-love, self-care, and well-being. Exercise, eating well, and finding activities that boost your self-esteem will help improve your overall health and help you manage your emotions more effectively. If the Empress is reversed, there may be a more specific message related to fertility or reproductive health. This could indicate challenges in conceiving or issues related to pregnancy, such as complications, a difficult pregnancy, or even an unwanted pregnancy. It can also point to emotional blockages or imbalances that might be affecting your physical health, particularly when it comes to matters of reproduction or femininity. In some cases, the reverse Empress can suggest emotional or physical issues related to fertility that require attention or medical consultation. If you're dealing with these kinds of challenges, it's important to listen to your body, seek support, and take steps to address both emotional and physical aspects of your health. Depending on the other cards in the reading, the reverse Empress can also suggest that these issues are temporary and can be worked through with the right care and attention. When the Empress appears in a spiritual reading, it signals a time of heightened intuition and spiritual connection. This card encourages you to slow down and listen to the whispers of your inner voice, as your instincts are particularly sharp right now. If you've been contemplating starting or deepening your spiritual journey, the Empress is a powerful confirmation that this is an ideal time to do so. The path ahead will feel more aligned and things will flow naturally as you tune into your higher self and the divine. This card also indicates you to nurture your spiritual and creative gifts. The Empress is deeply connected to the earth, and in a spiritual context, she suggests that connecting with nature can enhance your spiritual practice. Spending time outdoors, meditating in natural settings, or simply grounding yourself in the earth's energy will help you deepen your connection to the divine and your own innate abilities. The Empress reminds you to honor and nourish your spiritual growth with the same care and attention that you would give other aspects of your life. By doing so, you'll find that your spiritual path becomes more fulfilling. and you'll feel more in tune with the energy around you, creating a sense of peace and alignment. When the Empress reverse appears in a spiritual reading, it often points to a disconnection from your intuition and spiritual guidance. You may be feeling out of alignment or have become disconnected from your deeper self, which is affecting other areas of your life. This spiritual disconnection can leave you feeling lost, stagnant, or unsure of your direction. The reversed Empress urges you to take time to reconnect with your spiritual practice and inner wisdom. It's a reminder that nurturing your spiritual self is essential for healing and growth, and this is the missing link that can help you break from your current slum. To regain this connection, look to female spiritual role models, whether they are historical figures, spiritual teachers, or even the motherly figures in your life who can offer guidance and support. The Empress reversed encourages you to seek out the wisdom of these nurturing, wise women who can help guide you back to your intuitive self. Their guidance can provide you with the clarity and understanding you need to reconnect with your spiritual path. Additionally, consider taking time to reflect on your relationship with the feminine aspects of spirituality, whether that involves engaging with Mother Earth, embracing the creative and intuitive parts of yourself, or simply spending time in quiet reflection to hear your inner voice. The Empress reverse is a call to heal the disconnection and open yourself back up to spiritual wisdom that is within you, helping you regain balance and alignment in all areas of your life. Well, fam, I want to say thank you so much for watching and listening to my video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make a comment below on how the Empress has influenced your life. And make sure to look out for my many other tarot card videos. Stay blessed, doing your best.